Good morning, Bitcoiners. It's going to be another great day. I'm going to go make it one the best I can. And I know you can too. I'm looking forward to Monday. Mondays are Monday. I was thinking about productivity and the nature of how I often am productive. Coffee has redefined Western civilization, I guess maybe civilization in general. So for me, coffee is usually my drug of choice to make it happen, which brings me to dopamine, productivity and dopamine. You ever start on a puzzle or a model or a little thingamajig, a project, and you can't stop? I'm like that. I've got kind of a addictive personality. I enjoy productivity. If I'm enjoying something, I just want to go and I cannot stop. I won't eat. I won't even drink enough water and I just won't stop. I won't get enough sleep. Over time in a job, if I'm on a project, I can like get sick like I am where I'm working on stuff and I don't stop. And then anyway, it has a toll. Time preference. So, um, like for example, I got my son a model for as a present, and I'm like, enjoy it, take your time with it, start a little today, do a little tomorrow. You got all week, and he stayed up all night to finish it. My wife will do that with like a puzzle. I got her a puzzle, and it's like you start on it, and you can't just step back from the table and walk away and get to it later. You have to finish it. I do that all the time. Coffee will reinforce that. Our society reinforces that. Um, your dopamine reinforces that. And next thing you know, that's like how you work. And you work and you work and you can't stop and you're rewarded for it every time. He works all day. He gets here early. He'll stay late if he has to. He doesn't take breaks. Excuse me, I'm still coughing. We love that guy. Our boss loves that guy. Can't stop, won't stop, and smiles all the time. Uh, Love it. Put him on salary. So then, yeah, divide by pay per hour. Time preference. I was thinking about this because I like that feeling of productivity, but it is even as in my head, cerebrally, I can understand and practice a different time preference, which Bitcoin has taught me better. And I will just say Safety Namu, his books talking about time preference specifically in economics, the Bitcoin standard, principles of economics. Time preference is a thing. It's an aspect of all of it that is our approach to our lives, our time, our money. Time is money, and what is more valuable to anything is our time and how we spend it. So um, it's like you can't save your time up. You've got to use it and spend it. And then you get in a hurry and your dopamine kicks in. What's my point? I haven't been doing a lot of reading just lately. And it's because it's been a mode that I've been in. Some of it driven by work and then just my habits. But even when I have time to take and spend for myself, I maintain a mode at times that I'll think, oh, I'm thinking long term, but energy wise, it's not low time preference. It's a high time preference on my time. It's like I got to be productive. Thinking back historically, I had the thought that when we were animals living on a planet, funny to think that we were doing that at one point. You interacted with the universe and your life and your livelihood physically. Most of what you were doing a lot of the times were like physical things, building things, making things, looking for things, walking around, doing stuff physically. And if you're working on something, say you're going to build that wall and you're chipping rock and hauling rock and stuff, you can't just do that all day, all the time and not hurt yourself. You didn't want to get hurt. You get hurt, you die. And so you did things for a while and you took a break. And then you did it again and you took a break. Sometimes you just had to. You didn't eat a big old meal and then feel like you had to take a nap. You sipped on your water through the day, you chipped on what you're doing all day. You might take a little nap, you did some more, you had some more water, you had a little food, you kept walking, you kept chipping. It was a low time preference day throughout the day. These are my non-historian archaeological imaginations here. But I've been in physical labor jobs, and yeah, you might know that you got to dig this ditch all day, but you're not going to hurt yourself doing it. You're going to get it done, and you're not going to finish today and not show up tomorrow because you get hurt. Um, JoJo the hamster kids today, I think, struggle more with this because you can, excuse me again, you can stay up all night and play that video game and finish it, or think whatever, beat the level. You stay up all night, you play all night, you can do that, and then you crash. Um, your job, drink some more coffee. I can do that. I can keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. What a guy. Because you're not getting hurt doing that. You're not getting hurt necessarily doing Nintendonitis on your thumb. You could kind of just keep doing what you're doing. I can keep jabbering on this video for a long time if I want. Hardest thing is on my butt, calluses, and soreness. Maybe a little shoulder pain. Not the same as physical work. Our bodies and brains, so one, body and brain being all the one same thing. Sustainability, time preference, not hurting yourself. Uh, so when I think of time preference, thank you, Saifedean Amu, for teaching me things about that. What helps me shift my brain on time preference was something that helped me learn about Bitcoin in the first place, was reading. I love reading. I don't always take the time for it because I can start to read and then I start thinking of stuff I could be doing. And it's like productivity, whatever, distraction. I also struggle to read on my phone or on a tablet for a long period of time. It's just the environment, it's the distraction. Things can happen. Oh, I could always tab over to something and check some. Oh, I got to thinking about something. Let me look that up. Next thing you know, I'm not reading. So there's something to be said about paper. I feel like I'm getting old or something, but literally, reading on paper, it adjusts your time preference a little bit. And so I thought, you know what helps reset me when I get in these modes where I've been, not stopping or can't stopping for some time now, or I'm like been really productive in certain areas, but then I get myself sick or I'm worn out or I just like it seems like I'm not getting enough sleep when I am. It just gets weird. In any case, reading a book on paper can help reset my brain. Why not the Bitcoin Standard? So when I read the Bitcoin Standard, I found myself being like, "Oh, this is not hard reading. This is understandable." Da, 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 da. I'd get myself distracted. I'd get myself impatient, or because I'd been pushing for so much, I fall asleep. And it's not the content; it's my brain. My brain is worn out. By going back to it, like, what just happened? I'm tired. Back to the book. Read some more, reset my brain. Maybe it's a routine at the end of the day, before you go to bed, whatever. Reading on paper for me slows down my time preference. If I'm overtired because of my dopamine monkey brain, that tells me something. Like, why am I needing to nap all the time? That's enjoyable. Secondly, long periods of thought, thinking, reading, absorption over time also resets your brain. It's like going on a long walk. It's like doing something for a good little while that you can do physically um, and take your breaks when you need it, but not long breaks, not big, long, hard sessions. Um, chip away, take a break, come back. Chip away, take a break, come back. And you don't finish it all tonight. You don't finish it all today. You have things in your life that you do for a little bit at the end of the day, for a little while maybe, and then you put it aside and it's still there and your brain gets to percolate on that. It absorbs more over longer period of time, little by little, changes you more fundamentally over time, little by little. Days go by and you're like thinking, gee, I should have finished that by now. No, it's okay. Your brain is not a modern invention. Your brain was honed, chiseled out of the meat and soil of the earth for millions of years. We crawled our way through survival and sustainability. Anyway, those are all my rambling thoughts this morning on drinking my coffee this morning, hitting my Monday morning, dopamine, time preference, and feeling lingering sick and wondering what the heck I've been pushing so hard about what and why. And but it makes sense to me. Anyway, blah blah blah. Make of that what you will. Time preference. Slow down. Read on paper. That's what I'm going to try to do. All right. Take care. Bye.